Music! I love doing that. It's so cool. Hey, I'm Michael Edward, creator of How to Crush Your Mental Blocks, which is a course that teaches you how to identify and remove the mental blocks that's keeping you stuck, stopping you from reaching your level of success. Hey, my friend, I am Michael Edward, creator of How to Crush Your Mental Blocks, which is a program that helps people learn about what is stopping them, what mental blocks are, how do you crush them so that you can go on to reach your highest level of success. All right. And today I want to talk about how positive people impact your success. All right. Have you ever felt like, you're the lone wolf? Like there's just not enough people around you that want to do what you want to do or learn what you want to learn, that sort of thing. And frankly, some of the people around you are just getting you down. I mean, that happens, right? And you need, you have a need of wanting to get around some people who are more like-minded. Like you want to learn something and you want to get in with people who already know it and become like-minded group, right? A little cohesion there for you. Good word, cohesion. All right. I've got a few points that I want to go over with you that will help you in this area. And I've struggled with this stuff, okay? Because I wanted to learn a higher level of success, and people around me were just content in what they were doing, and life was fine, and nothing wrong with that, but that wasn't what I wanted. So I had to get around a more positive group that, was more like-minded. And I was always the lone wolf. I mean, when I was working out in the gym, I trained alone. Nobody I knew wanted to train with me. Because they just weren't into fitness like I was. Certainly not the level that I was at that time. So I've always been the lone wolf. And it gets tiresome. It gets difficult being the lone wolf. So I've got a few points here that I want to cover that should help you in this area. Point number one is, and I don't like this word, but networking, because we all know what it means, so I'm going to use it here. It's just one of those words that annoy me. Anyway, networking. Get into a scenario where you can be with people that are of the same mindset that you want to be in. So in other words, if you want to learn a higher level of success in online business, then start taking courses online. Start and always look for the courses where they have a Facebook group associated, so that you can talk with other students, network with them, get to know a bit about them, understand what it is that they're trying to do, share what you're trying to do. This helps on multiple levels, but right now we're just talking about positive people and how they impact your success, all right? So when you network with people and in that sort of realm of positive people, is it lifts you, all right? You're around people that help you by being the same, right? Birds of a feather flock together and all that. It's so true. And another way is to, if you're into the fitness thing where you want to work out with people, join groups, right? If you're into cycling, join a cycling group. If you're into hiking, join a hiking group. And you may make, I think especially hiking, there's more room there for probably social interaction than on a bicycle. But nonetheless, join the aerobics groups, join the spin classes, talk to people before the class, talk to people after the class, start a little coffee group with them, and keep the tone on the fitness and the, and athletics and all that sort of stuff. Okay. So you're not going to be the lone wolf so much, and you are going to be in more of the realm of positive, like-minded people. Now, I took a group. I was into law of attraction. I still am. I mean, law of attraction is what it is. I mean, you're always using it, but nonetheless, I was studying law of attraction for quite some time. Nobody I knew was interested in law of attraction. So it was like, I was talking to the wall. I'm like, you know what I just learned the other day is such and such and such and such, and and they just didn't care. And that's fine. They're not their cup of tea. And I joined a group. It was not expensive, and it was a 30-day to success type group. And I still have friends from that group, and that was some years back now. And that group was really something special. There was, I don't even know if there was 20 of us, but it was a smallish group. And we met with the facilitator, I think it was 5 times, 5 weeks. He threw in a bonus week. And after that, the group decided we were going to keep it going. And we did. And we kept it going for months. It was a lot of fun. That was where I started getting my feet wet on getting some clients. Some of those people became my clients. Some of them became my friends and still are my friends. And what a wonderful experience that was. Now, I belong to other groups, and frankly, sometimes I just don't have the time to network in there as much as I'd like. But I definitely am part of other groups, and I will jump in, and I will do more of that. All right, because I know the value of it. I've been there, I've done it, and I've enjoyed it. So, networking you can do online. You can go to physical seminars. I think nothing is more powerful than a physical seminar that's done correctly. And you definitely want to get on my email list, by the way, because I will be doing seminars, and sometime in the future. But I went to a seminar one time, and it was an amazing experience. I shook lots of hands, hugged lots of bones. Some of us traded information, and we kept in touch here and there. Some of us may join up at a later date and actually do some work together. I don't know. But I still have some of their contacts. Some of them still contact me and ask me how I'm doing and so on and so forth. So it's a great way of getting in with like-minded people because you know what they're going to be talking about. You know what the seminar is about. And if it fascinates and interests you, there's going to be a whole room full of people there that are in the same boat. All right. Excellent way. Okay. So that's networking. I'm going to leave that as it is. But I do challenge you, get on Facebook. You can do a search in Facebook groups to find groups without having to pay anything or join an online course or any of that stuff. You can do that, you can check out in Facebook, put in whatever it is that you're interested in, and see if you get some groups. Not every group is going to be equal. Not every group is going to be as good as another group. So please do not give up on one group. My challenge for you is go ahead and find a group, join it, and be active in it, and see what happens. All right? That's point number 1. Point number 2 is volunteer work. Now, I have done some volunteer work, but I can't do a lot of the volunteer work that I want to be able to do because I'm blind, So I tend to lean more towards number 1 than number 2. You can lean towards number 2 if you can get out there and do some form of volunteer work. Now, the question is, what kind of volunteer work? That depends on your interest. It depends on your community. Go online, do a search for volunteer work in whatever community you're in, see what comes up, talk to people, and I'll tell you, people that volunteer are the most positive people in the world, usually. I'm sure there's exceptions, but generally speaking, these people are up, man. They are giving of their time. They are loving what they are doing. They are helping people or animals or whatever it is the volunteer work is surrounding, and they are thrilled to be there. All right. Also, if you get into the board level of these groups, that is where you're going to find the most influential, wealthiest people, usually in your community. Excellent role model opportunity there. Okay. Excellent opportunities on all kinds of levels. So my challenge for you is to go out there and find a group and start to volunteer. Even if it's just an hour a week, start somewhere. And I think you're going to find it extremely rewarding. All right. Number 3 is the invert. We're going to flip this puppy, and we're going to talk about negative people. All right. And the thing about negative people is that they impact you just as much, if not, more than the positive people, because they're the ones that'll bring you down. They're the ones that'll keep you stuck where you are right now. They are the ones that stop your progress. Now, I know it's hard getting away from negative people, but sometimes negative people just get away from you, and you need to leave it alone. Now, I got a buddy that I used to fish with, and he and I would get out in my boat, and he was a great guy at handling the boat. He was a great guy at all of this stuff. Knew his fishing. We had a lot of good times together. But he was one negative person, man. I'm talking negative. He just couldn't stop talking about his ex-wife. All right, and I don't know why it happened. I don't know how it happened. We were really close for quite a long time. And then all of a sudden we just drifted apart. And I was well into my knowledge of law of attraction at the time. And I know full well that when something happens, there's usually a reason for it. And it's usually because of me. I've triggered it. All right. That's the way law of attraction works. You get what you think about most of the time. I was thinking about being around more positive people and so on. And all of a sudden he was gone. Okay. And I didn't ask him. I didn't follow up with him. He knew where I was. He knew my number. He knew everything about me, when I would be home, when I wouldn't, and all that sort of stuff. And we just drifted apart. And we met up, I don't know, months later at a music store that we both, get our instruments from and so on. And it was a really nice meeting. We didn't, it was a really good reunion. There was no friction there whatsoever. And we hung out and talked for, a few minutes, but we made no plans to get back together again. And I totally believe that the universe was taking away a negative person from me, even though I loved the guy. I really did. But if you're not into that level of belief, that's fine. What you need to do, though, is to be around negative people less, because they will negatively impact you, obviously. If you're talking to somebody all the time who complains and bitches and whines and you're trying to learn something new and be enthusiastic and be happy and so on and live a happy life where you just feel good. And you get around these people, and when you leave them, you think about, man, how do I feel right now on a scale of 1 to 10 or 0 to 10? 10 being I feel really, really good, and 0 means no. And you think about, how did I feel before I talked to this person, be it on the phone or be it in person? And then how did I feel when I left this person, right? Was I happier? Was I less happy? That's one way of gauging how much impact this person has on you, positively or negatively. All right? It's the reason I don't watch the news. I can never watch a newscast and feel good after. It always makes me feel worse. So why bother? I don't listen to news. I don't watch the news. I don't read the news. I have nothing to do with the news whatsoever. It's the same thing with negative people. I do not want to be around negative people who are constantly bringing me down. Right? I want laughter, I want love, I want fun, I want enjoyment. Right? Enjoy, love, succeed. These are my words. That's my motto. I live by them. Okay? So you definitely want to get into that realm of thinking. And the challenge here is, well, it's most of my friends, man. Yeah, it could be. It could be. And as you learn and grow and change into the person you want to be, we often leave people behind. It's a fact of life. All through your life, you've had friends, and you moved on from those friends. And you run into each other again, down the road, and it's a nice meeting and so on. But you really don't have any interest in being really close friends anymore. It's just the way it is. We all grow. We all move in different directions. All right? So allow yourself the opportunity to grow and move into different directions. I think you're going to find that extremely rewarding. Okay? Now, it doesn't mean you got to ditch everybody in your life, but you do want to limit the amount of time that you spend with them and so on and so forth. Okay? But you need to decide for yourself what's right and wrong in that area. I can't make that decision for you because we're talking a whole lot of factors that I'm not involved in. But you do need to limit your amount of negative people. I think you can understand that. I think that's pretty obvious now that I've explained it to you, all right? So that is the end of how positive people impact your success. Please get in there, get in the game, start getting around those positive people, let them impact you positively, and reach your highest level of success. So, as I say, go out there, enjoy every day, love as much as you can, and succeed.
Hey, if you enjoyed the video, please like it, share it. Click on that subscribe button, click on that bell icon to adjust your notifications so you'll never miss another video from me again. In the description, there's links including mepersonaldevelopment.com where we help you reach your highest level of success.